Michael.
All right, good morning, everyone.
He got redistricted. See, I didn't.
Good morning. All right, we're going to call this Commissioners Court meeting to order, and we will start with the confirmation of roll call. Precinct 1.
Here.
Precinct 2.
Here.
Precinct 3.
Present.
Precinct 4.
Present.
The judge is here, so let the record reflect that all 5 of us are here, present and accounted for. And with that, we will stand for our invocation. We're going to ask Mr. Wayne Faircloth to give us our invocation this morning.
Yes, please join me in prayer. Our Father and our God, we just pause and acknowledge that you are the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And you give us all the very breath that we breathe. God, we are a needy people in a land of needy people. And I ask, God, that you would have mercy upon us. God, that you would guide us. You would give us wisdom and favor. And God, that you would send rain. We need rain. The soil is parched. That may be indicative of other things around us. But I ask you, God, for your help. I pray, God, that you would teach us to be dependent on you, to walk with you. And I ask you, God, to just make a difference here. Give us wisdom as we deliberate. Thank you for this crowd today. God, I pray that you would just continue to do a work in our nation, in our state, in our county, and in our own lives. And I just ask these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Now our pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right. Again, thank you very much, Wayne Faircloth, for that beautiful prayer. I didn't call out the date and time, but this is your regular edition of Lavaca County Commissioners Court, the 9 a.m. edition now. Today is October 14th, 2025. With that, we have a very special guest that has arrived in Lavaca County today. We're so blessed to have her serve us in Washington. We're blessed that she's going to be our new representative of Lavaca County. And without further ado, if you would, please rise for the Honorable Monica de la Cruz.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you, Commissioners. And thank you for such a warm welcome. I am so excited to be here on this beautiful day. Again, I am Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz. I'm coming to you from way down in deep South Texas, Edinburgh, Texas. And in the newly redrawn district, I have the honor of representing you all. I'm looking forward to getting to know your community, getting to know what's most important to you, and to meeting all of the people in this beautiful community. I'll tell you that in Washington, D.C., I serve on 2 important committees. One is Financial Services, which supports our community banks, and the second is Agriculture Community, where I serve as the Vice Chair of Supplemental Nutrition, SNAP, and for nutrition. I've done a lot of work in those 2 areas, but a lot of work when it comes to agriculture, water being my #1 issue, water and infrastructure, and the #2, screwworms, protecting our cattle industry here in Texas. So I look forward, Judge and Commissioners, to working alongside with you to bring any government support that we can bring to help you and your community. Again, I'm Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz, and I'm here to serve you and anything that you all need. Thank you for such a warm welcome.
Thank you. I'm sure we have time for a few pictures. Is that correct?
Yes,
Would you mind?
absolutely. I will stay here to take as many pictures as you all need. I do want to share two important people that are so important to my team, and that's first my Chief of Staff, Karen Navarro, back there. Karen Navarro, oh, yes, and the police officer beside her, protecting her. So Karen Navarro has been with me for 7 years. She works in the Washington, D.C. office with me and travels back and forth alongside with me. But the man that you will see all the time is Director Ruben Villarreal, right here, the cowboy hat, Director Villarreal. He will get to know your community, be a part of your community, and please, he is the front line. We have direct communication on the daily with him, and so please, when you see him around town, give him a warm welcome and let us know how we can serve you. And yes, I will be here as long as you all need.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
First, we're going to have, I think, if you'll come up here with the commissioners, we're going to take one with us, and then we're going to ask all of our other elected officials to come as well, and then anyone else who wants to join. So, first group is commissioners. Let's go in front. Commissioners in the back. Lorena, are you in? Lorena.
Lorena, where's go?
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
And if anyone else wants a picture, we can be in the back of the room.
Yes, I can take it off also, not to disturb, but I will share this with you guys, is that, the attorney here, I only do, 200 in a Congress in 2 years, and so I would be honored to be able to give you one of my challenge coins, so thank you, God bless you, thank you for your service.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And I need Ruben, where's my Ruben? I don't know, absolutely, I'm missing. So, I'm about to work too, but.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Monica.
Yes, absolutely, thank you for your service and your leadership. Absolutely. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
You have one more point?
I just have to get a bullhorn.
Yes, oh, I was like, I know he was right here a second ago. Thank you, awesome. Thank you so much, and hopefully I get to run into your friend again, because he was adamant that I had to meet
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I can only imagine what was said.
Yeah, Monty and all the guys are at the Valero having coffee right now.
So the Congresswoman reports that she got to meet Monty Warner this morning.
Oh,
Ambassador,
yeah.
we'll call him Ambassador Monty Warner.
She's still trying to.
He is an ambassador.
All right. Thank you, Congresswoman. We look forward to voting for you and seeing your name on the ballot. All right. Any other announcements, public comments? Going once, going twice. Aggies won, Longhorns won.
Tech one.
Baylor didn't play. So they would have won, I'm sure, if they would have played. I know they would have. Tech won. So it was a good weekend for Texas sports. Tech? I don't know. Did they play?
Yeah, they were all.
All right. All right, we'll get started with our agenda. Let me get my packet open. I need to get my packet open. We'll start with agenda item number 2, and that is discussion and approve proclamation declaring the week of October 13th through October 17th, 2025 as Chamber of Commerce Week in Lavaca County. That's found on page 1. I'm going to read that proclamation to you. It says, whereas local chambers of commerce across Texas play a pivotal role in advancing economic development, fostering business growth, promoting commerce and industry, and enhancing the quality of life in our communities. And whereas chambers serve as a network and voice for businesses of all sizes, connecting entrepreneurs, local government, civic organizations, and the public, and assist in promoting innovation, workforce development, and prosperity. And whereas the Texas Chamber of Commerce Executives, TCCE, encourages local communities to observe this special week to raise public awareness of the positive contributions made by the Chamber members and staff in promoting economic opportunity and community well-being. And whereas the Household Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture Visitor Center continues to strengthen our community through its dedication to tourism, business development, and community engagement, serving as a driving force for progress in Hallsville and throughout Lavaca County. Whereas recognizing and celebrating the achievements of our local chamber encourages continued collaboration, investment, and growth in our region. Now therefore, I, Keith Mudd, Lavaca County Judge, by virtue of the authority vested in me and by this court, do hereby proclaim October 13th through 17th, 2025 as Texas Chamber of Commerce Week. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve. I will second that.
Motion made by Precinct 4, second by Precinct 3 to approve that motion. Any questions or comments? We want to thank all of our chambers across Lavaca County for doing what you do and promoting everything we have to offer. So we appreciate each and every one of you. I know Ms. Jennifer Hagan, you've been doing a fantastic job of marketing not only Hallsville but Lavaca County and everything it is to offer. So we see you at events from time and time again. You were at the Golden Crescent Regional Planning Commission event. You're at the brewery. You're doing different things for all things Lavaca County, so we appreciate you. So without hearing anything else, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes, and we would like a picture if we could, please. So chamber members, if you would come forward. Yeah. If you are a chamber member, you can come forward. I did, but I'll sign yours. You're welcome. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for what y'all do. Y'all take care. Ma'am, thank y'all.
John Lamson, how are you?
Thank y'all. Good morning. How are you doing? Yes, sir. Thank you.
John, good to see you. All right, moving right along. Item number 3, discuss and approve certificate of exemption from subdivision requirements for Carson Trainer of Outside Seguin Limited. That's found in Precinct 1. That's found on page 2 through 22. Do I hear a motion
Yes,
or any discussion?
yes. First, this is a piece of property, 280 acres, and it's going to be divided into 10 tracts. It's on County Road County Road 15, and it is determined by the Commissioner's Court of Lavaca County that this certificate of exemption should be extended to Carson Trainer outside of Seguin Ltd. in the belief that the application adequately demonstrates eligibility for exemption from Lavaca County subdivision regulations, section 1.3A and C of said regulation. However, if the parcel or parcels described in the outside of Seguin LTD application is further subdivided, the platting requirements of Lavaca County subdivision regulations shall apply. I move that we exempt them.
Second.
Okay. Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2, to approve the certificate of exemption from subdivision requirements for Carson Trainer of Outside Seguin Limited off of County Road 15. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Number 4, discuss and approve certificate of exemption from subdivision requirements for Nancy Lorfing. That's found also in precinct 1.
This is 2 tracts of land. One is 14 acres, the other is 1.4 acres. Oh, tract 1 is 4 acres, the other is 10 acres, tract 2 is 10. And it's family related. It also meets our criteria for exemption from Lavaca County. The certificate of exemption should be extended to Nancy Larping in the belief that the application adequately demonstrates eligibility for exemption from the Lavaca County subdivision regulations under section 1.3A and C. However, if the parcel or parcels described in Nancy Larping application is further subdivided, the platting of the Lavaca County subdivision regulations shall apply. I move that we exempt them from our subdivision regulations.
Okay.
And I will second that motion.
Motion made by precinct 1, seconded by precinct 2, to approve the certificate of exemption from subdivision requirements for Nancy Lorfing. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Discuss and approve changing the date of the Lavaca County Commissioners Court regular call meeting set for October 27th to October 28th, 2025. I do have some changes to make on this. The jury trial is now canceled for October 27th, so we do not have to move it. So I'm going to ask y'all to keep it October 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m., unless y'all approve otherwise. Do you hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2, to approve keeping the date of the next Commissioners Court meeting to October 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
3 and 4, sir.
What did I say? 3 and 4. Wow, thank you, Kenny. Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4, to approve keeping the next Commissioners Court meeting to October 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Sorry about that. I will say that's not the next Commissioners Court meeting. That's the next regular Commissioners Court meeting. We have a special call meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. to discuss, for the Commissioners to get with our grant coordinator on some road changes as part of our grant. It should not be a big, long meeting, but we have to have that meeting tomorrow at 9. Okay, item number 6, discuss and approve advertising for a part-time Veterans Service Officer for Lavaca County. It's found on page 29. Our existing VSO has resigned her position. She served us well for 6 or 7 months, or hell of almost a year probably. Anyway, she's going to stay on as in a volunteer basis and helping us out certain issues, but I'm just going to keep it at that. But we wish Joanne all the best, and we're going to go out for a search looking for a new VSO. So do I hear a motion to approve advertising for part-time VSO?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that because that's a very important job description we have here for the vets we have in Lavaca County.
I agree. Had a motion by precinct 4, second by precinct 3 to approve advertising for a part-time VSO for Lavaca County. Any other questions or comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. I will say we are going to go back into talks with Colorado County to see if we can't do a partnership with them as well, but I'll bring that back to your attention if and when that, if that is something we can move into. Number 7, discuss and approve certification of salaries for Lavaca County officials, employees in Lavaca County EMS for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. You may take note that we have done this, I think, 3 times. I think there's some clerical errors or something maybe on the form. We've done it once.
The last meeting, and there was some clerical errors, and there wasn't all pages.
Okay.
So now all the errors have been corrected, unless someone else finds something wrong, they need to let us know, and all general fund employees, road bridge employees, and EMS employees.
Gotcha. All right, do you hear a motion?
I so move.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 2, second by precinct 1, to approve the certification of salaries for Lavaca County officials, employees in Lavaca County EMS for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Number 8, discuss and approve acknowledging the hiring of Riley Christian as deputy clerk for the tax assessor collector's office effective September 15, 2025. Is the tax assessor here? No. All right. Do I have a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve the hiring of Riley Kristen as deputy clerk for tax assessor collector effective September 15, 2025.
I second that.
Motion made by precinct 1, seconded by precinct 2, to approve acknowledging the hiring of Riley Christian as deputy clerk for the tax assessor collector's office effective September 15, 2025. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Number 9, discuss and/or approve road plan and paving updates. Anyone have any updates?
Precinct 1 paved 2 miles last week while we were in Galveston. And what we need to do, we have an oil tank, upright oil tank at our shop, need to be cleaned out. So in the near future, we can get that done where we don't have to wait on some oil. It'll be there and we can use that, but that's in the process of being done.
Okay,
And that oil will be shared by all 4 precincts.
okay. That's good.
You know, we recently completed 4 miles of road. We rebuilt County Road 240, and so it's in play, and it's very nice. The only problem is it turns it into an autobahn, and people drive really fast, and so. But I tell people the good news is that now you have a paved road. There's a little corollary to that in the sense that now that you have a paved road, your taxes will probably go up. So, I've had some people come back to me and say, would you not pave my road? And I said, oh, well, absolutely not. We'll be glad to do that. So, anyway, that's the latest report.
But make sure that's not a campaign platform.
That's not a campaign platform, but no.
Consequences. Y'all's roads are looking good. How many roads have you paved? Y'all want to talk about? You know, we just completed a year. I'd like to know.
I got about 9.5 miles completed this year.
9.5 this year?
Yeah.
I got approximately 15 resealed.
15 resealed in precinct 4.
Yeah, and you go.
How many what?
How many miles approximately did you do last year? Putting you on the spot.
About 10,
10?
11,
Right at 10 or 11?
something like that. Yes, sir.
I think we had about 15.
15 for precinct 2? I mean, y'all are rocking and rolling? You know, a lot of those are repaves, of which, you know, I think the public needs to understand that always is that just because we pave a road doesn't mean the maintenance stops. You're going to have to come back 10 years later and repave it again, retop it, and it's just an ongoing battle. So it's, the more we pave, the more we turn gravel into paved roads means the more we have to spend on repaving. It's a formula. Anything else in the road paving departments? Machines working out great? No glitches, no problems?
Yes,
Yes?
it's really good.
Okay. And there's no problems with sharing the machine?
Not yet.
It's all good.
I'm just anticipating new budget, new problems, but,
It's coming. You'll hear it first.
okay. Nadine, did you hear that? They're sharing their toys. All right, anything to approve on number 9? I don't think we have. Again, we do have a special call meeting tomorrow at 9 with the GLO's office to discuss, and I'm gonna tell the public this, and maybe Wayne, you may want to point this out. This project was approved in 2022 at $2.9 million, and we still haven't been able to do the project, which now the project has to shrink because costs have gone up. And that's what the meeting is about tomorrow, is what we set out to pay with the GLO's funds can't be done.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's sad but interesting. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it is, because the requirements and the qualifications that have to be met in order to be approved for funding from the federal government, and that's what this is it's just incredible. It's just incredible. And so I understand why people and entities, municipalities, counties, and even the state choose not to do it, because it is so archaic. I had to write a letter to the head of the Housing and Urban Development under President Biden to get clearance to get this grant pushed through. And supposedly, this is leftover Harvey money. This is leftover money that was not claimed during Hurricane Harvey in 2017, or Tropical Storm Harvey, whatever you want to call it. So, and then I had to go to our United States senators and contact them and have them push it through. And so here we are, 3 years later, and now the cost of doing the work has doubled. The delays have penalized us, and so we're not going to be able to do what we wanted to do. And so now we're going to have to regroup and provide some alternative options in order to get this done, because we're not going to be able to pay the amount of road that we thought we could pay because we didn't have the money. Now, the good news is this: when we do it, we can do it, I believe, not only much better, but we can do it so much more economically. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The money that they gave us, had they turned us loose with it, we could have paid a lot of roads. But we have to get all types of environmental clearances. We have to get floodplain studies. We have to get, on and on and on. Engineering. The engineering, just for them to engineer and tell us how we're supposed to do this, is going to consume 15 to 20% of the volume of the grant. I mean, it's just amazing. And so it's sad. It's sad. It's sad that it's our money, but we have to jump through hoops to get it. And then when we get it, it has to be applied in such a inefficient means that we can't do what we need to do with it. And so I know that's more probably, Judge, than you wanted me to say, but the reality is that it's sad. It's sad because we're the face of local government, and we can do it. We answer to you. We're responsible to you to be sure that we're good stewards of those resources, and we are. We are. Everybody here is on the same page, and so it's just sad to me that we have to deal with a bureaucracy that is broken, and it is broken. I mean, by the time everybody gets through massaging it, we're wound up. We don't get the corn. We're just wound up with the shucks. And so I'll say all shucks to that and stop.
All shucks.
All shucks.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say it, all shucks. Thank you, Wayne, for that. It goes back to the larger picture that we're at seemingly war with the federal and state government when it comes to dishing out monies to us. And they're making us jump through the hoops. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years. I had to write a letter. They wrote the letters for me to sign, but every Indian reservation in the United States got a letter signed by Judge Keith Mudd because we had to notify them that we were going to do something on County Road 1, that maybe they had ancient burial ground somewhere near there. They just we have to notify them. It makes no sense. The road's already there. We're not rebuilding a new road. We're just going to retop the one we have.
Redo the road that's there. Originally was 2 miles from where Main Street turns into County Road 1. We were going to go 2 miles from where the city stops and county takes over. We're down to 1 mile, but we're still going to get the other mile, but it will come out of county money, not GLO money. So,
Yeah. Let me just say this. These, whenever you buy fuel, you understand that there's a fuel tax associated with that. And so 26 cents approximately goes to the federal government, and the federal government is supposed to take that money and redistribute it back for highways, the interstates that we see and other projects, and it comes back even through TxDOT, the bridges that we get built. But Texas is a debtor state in the sense that the federal government is a debtor to us because there's billions of dollars in highway funds through the fuel tax that are sitting in Washington, D.C. that may be distributed somewhere else. We pay in much, much more in taxes than we get back. And so that's another problem. That's a serious problem. But yet it's a reality that we deal with. So because the politics involved, we don't seem to get a fair shake. So anyway.
All right, but we need to keep spreading our message to Austin and Washington of we've got to find better ways to get resources to us so we can get the work done. All right, anything else on number 9? We're good. Shucks, all shucks, they said?
Shucks.
All shucks.
All right.
All right, we're moving on to number 10. Discuss and approve making a nomination for candidacy to the Lavaca County Central Appraisal District Board of Directors for fiscal years 2026 and 2027. We get to nominate somebody. That's found on page 31 and 34, the nomination process. Do I hear any nominations from the floor?
yes, in the past, we had 2 people. I did talk with the chairman, Mr. Finner, about this, and he said both of the candidates that we supported last year will run again if nominated. And those 2 people, one of them is Lonnie Montgomery and the other is Roddy Ringer. Both said they would re-enlist or rerun if nominated.
Okay.
So,
Are those your nominations?
yes.
All right, nominations by precinct 1 of Lonnie Montgomery and Roddy Ringer.
Roddy Ringer, yes.
Roddy Ringer. By precinct 1, do I hear a second?
Second.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, I've got a motion by precinct 1, second by precinct 2 to nominate Lonnie Montgomery and also Roddy Ringer to the candidate pool for candidacy to the Lavaca County Central Appraisal District Board of Directors for fiscal years 2026 and 2027. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes, and those, Lonnie Montgomery and Roddy Ringer have been nominated by Lavaca County to serve. Votes are when? That's a later process.
Later.
Later process. I think between now and December, they usually have the votes. All right, moving on to number 11. Discuss and approve voice over IP telephone contract for Lavaca County offices and buildings. Michael Wick, our IT director, is here today. You want to say a few words?
It's just going to be a discussion. We have actually 2 vendors coming in tomorrow at 1:30 and 2:30 to give demos. I'd really like y'all to be there as well, if you can, and the department heads as well, to see the new phone, or the new phones that we're looking at, so.
Is it a demonstration?
It's a demo,
Is it
yes.
Wednesday at what times?
It's tomorrow at 1:30, at 1 and 2:30, sorry,
1 o'clock and 2:30. There'll be 2 different demonstrations, 2 different vendors.
here in the
Here
Commissioners
in the
Court.
Commissioners Court. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants to see the phone demonstrations for Lavaca County, essentially, we won't have anything to vote on yet because the Court Advisory Committee elected, they narrowed it down to 2 choices, and then they want to see the live demonstrations before they send us a recommendation back to the court. What else? I missed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
The other thing I would suggest, we are trying to move the entire county over to voice over IP.
Correct.
So that means it's your county barns. You now have internet at your county barns. Kenny, I think you're already utilizing it.
Yeah.
Kenny has a phone connected to his barn. When Nailing transfers a call, it goes straight to his phone. It's a very nice setup. I know I'm looking at JP. 3 had some phone problems in his office, and so that's the move. If everyone has internet at their location, voice over IP is a cheaper way to go, and that allows us to route calls to each one better.
Works well.
Transfer calls. Anyway, we look forward to those demonstrations tomorrow. Appreciate it.
Yes. I won't be there. I have to take mom to the doctor, but y'all, Jason will be there to
Jason will
help.
be here in charge of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thank you both in the IT
Yep.
department for taking the lead on this. I know phones weren't your areas of expertise, but they are now.
yes.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so there's nothing to vote on. We're going to table, I'm asking you to table number 11, so nothing to vote on until we have some more information. Number 12, discuss and approve interlocal agreement between Gulf Bend Center and Lavaca County Law Enforcement Committee. We've entered into an agreement with Gulf Bend. Sheriff, you want to come forward? You may bring up Deputy Kyle, our new mental health deputy. New to the mental health deputy business. She's been a deputy, but now she's a
Yes.
mental health deputy.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Lavaca County. I'd like to take this opportunity to do more, a little bit more anyway, than just simply discuss the interlocutory agreement between Gulf Bend and tell you how we got there in the first place. So probably a year plus ago, we put together Lavaca County Law Enforcement Commission. One of our recurring themes was the mental health, those with mental health illnesses within our communities, all 4 cities and the entire county, and the lack of care, I'm just going to speak bluntly, the lack of care they were receiving by our local mental health authority, which is Gulf Bend. So we at that point opted to select Chief Daniel Byer. He went on to the Board of Trustees. He became the advocate for the committee as well as for the county. And we began pushing hard towards setting up our own crisis response team here in Lavaca County. What we found was they were doing it very well in Fayette County, so we modeled it after them. And that is, you have your own crisis response team, and you're not reliant upon any others in Victoria or elsewhere to come and respond to those last-second needs. We chose, after great deliberation, we chose Deputy Brittany Kyle to be that individual. I brought her up here because I want the court to see her, and I want the court to know, and I'll allow her to speak if she'd like. But she's done a tremendous amount of work. She, as you all know, recently met, along with Chief Byer, with Senator Colkhorst, who is a tremendous advocate for mental health. And they met in Yoakum and spoke through some things. And what she and Chief Byer and the rest of us has done is demand, if you will, from our local mental health authority that they provide the services that Lavaca County is paying for. And they work through Brittany, and we now have a social worker that's coming on that will work hand in hand with her to be the other half of that crisis response team. This interlocutory agreement that you're looking at today is an amount of money that's existed for some time, and it's supposed to reimburse the counties within the COG, in this case Lavaca County, $5,000 for funding that extends beyond regular on-duty, and Brittany will correct me if I'm wrong, on-duty call-outs. So in the event we call somebody in on overtime to do a transport of a mental health individual that's in crisis, then they will reimburse us for the overtime that's paid. These are the sort of items, frankly, that we've had to really exert a lot of attention to, so that we were assured that Gulf Bend would provide those things. I would like, real quick, to give Brittany the floor, just because I can't stress to you all the amount of work that she's done. And I'll give you a real quick example. And I want to, after the all shucks diatribe, I want to make sure that everybody has enough time here, with all respect, Commissioner. One of the things that we recently accomplished, that Brittany recently accomplished, is one of the main issues with those in a mental health crisis is they're often, that while in that crisis, they sometimes commit illegal acts, but those acts are often minor acts and misdemeanor acts, but they're taken into custody, and it was as a result of not receiving the qualified mental health care that they should be receiving on the front end. They get into the judicial system, they get into the jails, and they end up acting out, and that conduct now goes from misdemeanor to felony, and the next thing you know, you have this individual who, if he or she would have received the care he or she needed, they would have never been in the first place. Brittany has successfully, for the first time in Lavaca County, done what we call a jail diversion, in that we found somebody in that very instance who had committed a minor crime, a misdemeanor crime, and she was able to divert that individual from a lengthy jail sentence. And that individual is now getting the mental health care from the qualified mental health professionals that they need. Brittany, would you like to say a few words?
I'd just like to say that it really does take a team for me to be successful in this position. And when I tell you that all of Lavaca County has come together, aside from the LHMA, from the JPs that I speak to frequently for guidance, to Judge Mudd, everyone at the Sheriff's Department, all of the chiefs of police, outside counties, their mental health deputies call me to see if we need any help with anything. The jail staff, it really is a very cohesive program that I could not do successfully without everyone being on board. I was nervous coming into this position because everyone has different feelings about mental health and what people need. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised, even the positive citizen outreach that we've received. So for me, and I know Sheriff as well, we can't thank the county enough for all of the support and help that we've received from you guys to be able to get the residents the help that they need in this county. So truly thank you for all of you for being supportive for this new program.
I should have just let her speak.
Yes.
This, what you're looking at today, is a component of one of the many facets of the mental health program. This $5,000 comes from Gulf Bend and will reimburse Lavaca County Sheriff's Office for the transportation and the other services that are after hours, essentially. I want the court to know we will continue to pay Gulf Bend a great deal of attention to ensure that Lavaca County is getting the services that they demand, deserve, and frankly are paying for.
I want to add too, I didn't get to talk with Senator Colcourse on Wednesday about the subject. We went to see her in Yoakum, but Brittany, you sit down with her as well. Senator Colcourse takes this serious. She's a very strong proponent of mental health. I think there's a certain stigma with mental health that some of us may have had. I may be guilty of it. You know, someone's like, oh, stay away from that person, they're crazy. Just stay away from them. Well, isolation is not the best solution for that person. We have to recognize it and take it serious and meet these issues head on. So I appreciate you, Brittany, for taking the lead on this. You're the first county, other than Victoria County, first county in a region to take this role on, I believe. Your first mental health deputy.
In our COG, that is correct.
In our COG. So it's kind of a pilot program. I think it's going to work. I know it's going to work because you got the two of you up here going to make it work, and we're excited to see it. So appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve the MOU?
I'll make the motion.
I heard 2, and I heard 4. Is that right? Precinct 2, and seconded by Precinct 4?
Correct.
Okay. Motion by Precinct 2, second by Precinct 4 to approve the interlocal agreement between Gulf Bend Center and Lavaca County Law Enforcement Committee. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, number 13, discuss and approve the increase of fees from the Travis County Medical Examiner effective January 1st, 2026. Found on page 39. I'd like to read this publicly so y'all know what we're dealing with. This is autopsy fees. So when our JPs declared they need an autopsy, the new fees out of Travis County Medical Examiner's Office is autopsies are $4,289. External examination fees are $1,330, and a chart review with medical opinion is $513. So this is a fee that we accept. We can accept this. I think y'all have some other alternatives, correct? How many JPs do we have here? I got 3 out of 4 JPs here today. Anyway, I'm gonna ask for a motion to accept this, and then y'all have some other alternatives. You don't have to use this interlocal agreement. It's not a.
Your external examination fee, that's just to look at body.
I'm not sure that. Anyway, I'm not gonna put anyone on the spot. Does anybody want to come speak on this? No? All right.
Mr. Yak?
Do I hear a motion? Okay, Yakko's coming. We didn't mean to put you on the spot, but.
So, myself, I use the Fort Bend Examiner out of Fort Bend County, which is Richmond Rosenberg, and I believe Judge Hall and Judge Foster do as well. I think, I'm not positive, but Judge Hill uses Travis County. And to my knowledge, Judge Hill hasn't ordered an autopsy in several years. They do go up every year in Travis County, and I'm assuming they go up as well in Fort Bend as well. Just not as much, correct. The question that you had about the external, yes, that is external. You know, they'll review the body, look and see if there was a accident, natural causes, homicide, suicide. They'll review the outside of it. There's also other fees that are associated where they'll do a toxicology report that will ask them not to do a full autopsy, scratch the full autopsy, which is the most expensive one. Let's do an external view of the body and a toxicology report to see if there was something that was ingested or possibly self-ingested or ingested by some forcefully. So those are fees that we look into. We as the JPs rely heavily on our law enforcement and our EMS to do their jobs and to do their duties. Their duties are to determine how that individual passed away. We come in and we give them a cause and manner of death, which a person passes away by 4 reasons: a natural death, an accident death, a homicide, and suicide. So when we come into a scene, we rely heavily on EMS and law enforcement to do their jobs to determine how that person passed away. Those are the 4 causes. So when you arrive into a scene and an individual's passed away and there's no signs of an accident, no signs of a suicide, and no signs of an accident, it's a natural death. By instincts, that family wants to know, well, how did they die? Well, it's a natural cause. Well, what was it? That's why we rely on medical, the EMS, if they have any experience and so forth. The Sheriff's Department or the local PD, depending on where the individual was, to go through the individual's house or contact the family member to see what type of medications those individuals were on. If they were not on any types of medication, I believe Judge Foster had one this past week that individual was a young individual that was not taking any medications. There was no signs of an accident, no signs of a suicide, no signs of a homicide, and was on no medications. So you have to go with the clue that it was a natural death. But I do believe he ordered an autopsy on that individual to find out what it is that that individual passed away of. But it's going to be a natural death, that we do know that. But to give the family some closure, we do order those things. And even the natural death, it could come back with the toxicology report that the individual ingested something and committed suicide. So, and also with that, cause and manners of death, those can be changed in the court.
you know, where we can rule that an individual passed away for a certain reason, being a natural, and through a court investigation that law enforcement would open back up, that case could be taken back into court and that body could be re-examined and another autopsy could be performed. Oh shucks, again, I guess I shouldn't have been up here. You shouldn't have asked. Give me an opportunity to talk. But anyway, another autopsy could be ordered and we could actually change cause of death. So you guys have any other questions?
Question I have, can a family member ask for an autopsy, or can they offer to pay for an autopsy?
Yes, they can. So, you know, if we're adamant that an individual passed away from a certain cause and manner of death, and we're not going to change it, they can do that. Yes, they're more than welcome to pay for their own autopsy. I believe I've had one family that did it. Well, they were going to be doing that, but they backed out. They talked with the funeral home. The funeral homes that we have in the area are very good, the funeral home directors and the staff that they have there, talking with individuals, family members when they have someone pass away, because it's a very troubling time when we have a loved one passed away. Our world stops personally, but the world continues moving along forward, and we come to the realization that we have to trust what those funeral home people say and what the JPs say, and when a person passes away. But I've had one that's offered, that was wanting to do it. Judge Foster, have you had any that you know of? Judge Hall, have you had any? Yeah, so they usually decide not to because of what you see on TV as far as autopsies, how they take place. Does that take place? I don't know. I haven't been to the medical examiners to see the full what an autopsy takes place. Now, with that being said, when we do get the autopsy reports back, the family members are more than welcome to come get it. It's about a 15 to 30 page, depending on the depth of what took place. I personally do not try to analyze that stuff because there's medical terms in there that I'm not the subject matter expert on that. So I just give that to the family and let them review it. And on the autopsy itself, it does have cause and manner of death, which usually go in line with what law enforcement and the EMS have suggested as why that person's passed away.
All right.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Yackle.
We
Y'all have a
appreciate,
great day.
appreciate what y'all do.
Yes, sir.
And that was Mark Yackle, by the way, Justice of Peace, Precinct 3. All right, number 13, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion made by Precinct 3, second by Precinct 4, to approve the increases of fees from the Travis County Medical Examiner effective January 1st, 2026. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. And motion passes. Number 14, discuss and approve Texas Indigent Defense Commission, TIDC, fiscal year 2026 formula grant request application. That's found on page 40 through 46. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Precinct 4, second by Precinct 3, to approve the Texas Indigent Defense Commission, TIDC, fiscal year 2026 formula grant request application. Any questions or comments? Anything from the auditor's office? Nope. All right, going once, going twice. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Next, number 15 and 16 are basically the same, different departments. Discuss and approve applying for the SB 22 grant for the Lavaca County Sheriff's Office for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. There's no attachment, but just asking y'all's approval to ask for that money. Do I hear a motion?
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by Precinct 3, second by Precinct 4, to approve applying for the SB 22 grant for the Lavaca County Sheriff's Office for fiscal year 2025 and 2026. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Again, that's about $350,000 that will come into the Sheriff's Office with that grant. Number 16, discuss and approve applying for the SB 22 grant for the Lavaca County Attorney's Office for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3, to approve applying for the SB 22 grant for the Lavaca County Attorney's Office for fiscal year 2025 through 2026. I believe that grant is about $175,000. Do you hear any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Next, everyone's favorite agenda item, number 17, consent agenda. By one motion, second, and vote, we can approve the consent agenda, and then we'll get into signing the paperwork of that agenda. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4, to approve the consent agenda as provided. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Our microphones will go off while we are in consent. All right, we're out of consent. Our second favorite agenda item, maybe the first favorite, is number 18, announce the next meeting and adjourn. We'll have a meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. For commissioners to be here, if possible, to meet with our grant administrator. It should be a short meeting. I'm thinking 15, 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, should be. That'll be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Our next regular Commissioners Court meeting will now be on Monday, April 27th at 9 a.m. What'd I say?
April 20. You know, I think this 9 o'clock meeting is messed up.
April, October, it starts with a vowel. Our next meeting's, thanks for the corrections. Next meeting tomorrow, October 15th at 9 a.m. is a special call meeting for commissioners to discuss with the GLO. And then our next regular Commissioners Court meeting will be Monday, October 27th at 9 a.m. Thank you for the
Are
clarification.
you sure you don't want to move it to 10? just
I'm
in
still,
case?
April was a good month. I was in Florida, I think, in April. Do you hear a motion?
I'll make a
Motion.
motion. Second.
Motion to adjourn made by precinct 3 and precinct 4, or second by precinct 4. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you all for your participation.